Okay, we're good here. And I'm gonna open these up, crank them up real slow. Remember, it's a high pressured cylinder, so we wanna be careful when we open this up. We wanna just open it all right away, okay? Nice and slow. We're gonna stand off to the side when we open it, not directly in front of the... This one,
take that shot.
the oxygen is open all the way. It is back seated. There's a secondary valve in there. When you open it all the way, it helps seal on the top. Okay, here, I'm gonna crack this bad boy when I just stand right in front of it. Good? Good, good, good. I must have sneezed on the inside of this or something because it is like yucky. All right, next thing we can do, I'm going to set my pressures. You notice, if you watch the gauge, it'll literally raise. And when I open it, you'll watch it drop. It's a very minor movement. On some gauges, it's a lot more than that. I've seen them go 2 to 3 pounds just on the acetylene. And the same with the oxygen, but we're using a higher pressure, so what do we get? We won't see as much of a movement, even though it's 3 to 5 pounds about that you're losing once you open it up. Does that make sense? You guys, don't be confused by these. All these are gatekeepers, okay? We have a lot of pressure in the tank that we can't use when we cut. So this just regulates the amount of pressure from the tank to the line to bring it to a working pressure. Right? So these are in increments of 5. I'm going to go right to 30. Okay. So all this does is says we got 2,000 psi in here, but we can only use 30 psi here. Can you imagine me trying to cut with 2,000 pounds? Right? It'd be fun. And all this does is say we got to find a way to bring that 2,000 psi, bring it down to the working pressure. So don't, I mean, I know it's complicated. It's got 2 gauges. Just remember the gauge closest to the tank is telling you how much pressure is in the tank, and the gauge closest to the line, well, you set that with this. You dictate how much pressure is coming out of here to here. Which is also why we got to be careful when we close this off and we don't bleed the line out properly. Because if you turn this valve off and then you close this, you trap pressure in between the tank and the gauge or the regulator. So.
Oh, I missed that part.
What?
Good catch. I missed that part.
Oh, we'll go over that.
Appreciate it, boss.
I almost did something I would do in the field that I'm not going to do here. So. The first thing we did is I talked to him about looking around what we're about to cut, making sure. I just talked to Mirabelle. She said that they not have this. This is from there's a different quality. Where's our other quality? It'd be hard to see. Wind's blowing that way, obviously. Neutral flame. Pull it, stay nice and clean. Do I got some fire watch? Because we are lighting. Look, there's grass everywhere. Fortunately, it rained. We know that it's wet. It's not going to be too bad. And just in case, we got some fire extinguishers over there behind us. So they got a whole truck and everything. Okay, that doesn't move like that.
We built that.